Welcome to today's tutorial guys, where we are going to create an amazing brutal poster design in Photoshop. It's a simple process broken down into 3 straightforward steps. So without wasting any further time, let's dive right into the step number 1, which is adding and adjusting the images. First, I have set my workspace in Photoshop with an A3 sized artboard and 300 dpi. I've also set my grids along the artboard, which will help me with the alignment of the design elements. Let's get started by selecting the rectangle marquee tool. Make sure it's on the shape and not on the path. Then I'll choose any random color. Using the grids, I'll create a rectangle that will serve as our clipping mask for the images. I'll create another rectangle in the bottom left corner as well. Now it's time to import and clip the images. We're using these 3 Berserk anime artworks today, so let's just bring each of them into our artboard. Starting with the first one, I'll resize it and fit it to our rectangle. And then by holding the Alt key, I'll clip it to the rectangle. Next, we'll move on our second image. This one is actually a hand-drawn sketch, so I'll use the curve adjustment layer to give it an illustrated look. That looks perfect. Now let's just clip the image to our bottom left rectangle. To give each image a grungy look, I'll create a threshold layer, adjust the threshold slider to find the midpoint where the blacks and the whites are balanced. And I'll do same for the bottom image and adjust the threshold accordingly. Now on to the step number 2, which is adding text and graphics. For this tutorial, I'll using the progress font, which you can download from the link in the description. I'll start by writing the word monster and adjusting it from the character properties panel. At the bottom, I'm adding a text paragraph featuring a dialogue from the anime. We are almost done with this part, but let's just first add our final image to the bottom right, repeating the same steps as done before. Now finally, it's time for the step number 3, adding icons and illustration. First, I'll use this Japanese vector. Let's first remove its background and bring it on to our artboard. I'll erase the unnecessary parts which I don't want. Also, I'm adding some more text to fill the blank spaces. Next, I'm adding these random globe icons. Before we finish this, let's just rearrange everything to make some more room for the vectors. I'll add a restricted badge at the bottom. You can find all these vectors from the free pick, and I'll include its link down in the description. Now for the final touches, I'll add some textures and colors. First, we'll apply a black grunge texture. I'll hit Ctrl-Shift-Alt-E to merge everything into a single layer. After applying it, I'll go to the filter and add some noise to our poster. Now the final and most crucial step is creating a gradient map layer. Follow my exact settings to achieve the best results, or you could play around with it to get something more unique. After applying the gradient map, I'll hit Ctrl Shift Alt E to merge everything into a single layer. Then go to the filter panel and apply camera raw filters. In camera raw filters, I'm adding some vignette effect for the darker bevels. And there you have it, the brutal poster design is complete. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Make sure to hit like and subscribe to help me reach 1K subscribers. See you guys in the next exciting tutorial. Stay tuned.